Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details with the first installment in what could well be an ongoing series with the first modifications for the Focus RS. Today's objective for my local garage, which is Rab Auto Services, who are also based at Hopton Garage, which is where my unit is to give the Focus a major service including oil filter, oil, spark plugs, pollen filter and cabin filter, because the car hasn't been serviced in 12 months. We've also got a set of BC Racing coilovers and 20mm forged wheel spacers to fit, and I've also purchased a set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres. However, I'll only be fitting the rear two for now, as the front two still have a bit of tread left on them. The car does have an exhaust leak which I need to get fixed, and this is located where the downpipe meets the turbo, and this is a common problem with these generation Focus RS's. After the coilovers have been fitted alongside the service and exhaust leak, plus the tyres, wheel spacers and a new private plate, we will need to adjust the ride height to get it sitting properly. As standard, the Mark II Focus RS's are horrendously high on the front, and also those wheels are so far inside the arches it pains my eyes to even look at them. The first job was to get the Focus up in the air, take the wheels off and fit those 20mm spacers. As you can tell, the arches are filthy, and good news for you guys is that the Focus blatantly hasn't been owned by a detailing enthusiast. With the swirling in the paintwork, fine scratches all over and tar ridden and filthy arches and suspension components, this Focus RS Mark II is going to make one heck of a detailing series for you guys to enjoy. The fitting of the coilovers went down whilst I was busy working away next door. I'm not mechanically minded in the slightest, but this is where the guys at Rab Auto Services come in handy. The old oil was drained and it certainly looked as if it needed changing. The car's last service was carried out exactly 12 months prior to this one, and the car had covered 5,000 miles in the past 12 months. So this service was being carried out right on time. The Focus does have a full service history with all work up to date and on time, which is good news for me. The recommended oil I believe for the Focus RS is Castrol Edge Professional 0W40, and the garage must have used around 8 of these tubs. The ball ache job for the mechanics was sorting the exhaust leak out due to a rather stubborn cross-threaded, snapped off and locked in bolt. A common problem with this generation Focus RS, which is where the downpipe meets the turbo, is that the exhaust bolts can and do work themselves loose. One of my bolts had fallen out and was found on the top of the under-engine aerodynamic tray. One bolt was still in place and the other bolt had snapped off and was cross-threaded by somebody else's attempt of trying to fix it. My garage spent the best part of 3 hours undoing this other garage's mechanic's handiwork, so it just goes to show that there are still cowboys in every industry. Quick mention for my new private plate, which is RS10 wax in one of those new 3D plate designs, with the irony behind it that the car will never wear a wax as it is all going to be ceramic coated. Although I am planning a trip to the Swissvax HQ in Switzerland this year, where I may end up buying a tub of crystal rock, so if that is the case, then the car will definitely have a layer of crystal rock put on over the top of all of the ceramic coatings. Scott is currently adjusting the coilovers to get the front sitting a bit lower and to also raise the back slightly, to give it more of a drop on the front. This should increase the benefits of weight distribution with a front engine mounted and front wheel drive car. Next to fit is the two Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres to replace the rear ones, as they are verging on the point of being illegal, with the other two Pilot Sport tyres being stored for me for now.
That was a well good shot. Was it?
The tyres were fitted, the Focus was dropped off the ramp, and it was time for me to take it out for a spin to get the suspension settled. I've since had the Focus carbon cleaned, which I do plan to make a separate video on, and I also purchased the Red X injector cleaner and Red X petrol system cleaner. Quite simply so I can conduct every last mechanical maintenance service item possible, therefore getting my ownership with the Focus RS off to the best possible start. No expenses being spared. The only fuel I ever use is the finest Shell V-Power every single time, and it pops and bangs so much because of it. Well worth the extra £7 or so that it costs. There isn't much else to tell you about the Focus at this point, apart from all of the service and maintenance work for the year has been carried out and that the Focus is running impeccably. I'll be leaving it for now as a surprise in regards to what I do with it next. As always, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe for plenty more content. I've still got a few 33k YouTube subscriber limited edition gift sets left for grabs, UK postage only, so please visit the JP Details online store if you fancy purchasing one for yourself. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, just search JP Details. I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.